Alrighty. Well, here we go. The last entertainment of the night. At least for me. It's technically early morning, but I still haven't gone to bed. And so what comes to mind? At almost 2 in the morning. 2 in the morning. Besides that it's cold out here. And, my body's trying to acclimate. So I got the shivers. So I got to thinking, what has this entire thing really been all about? And I came down to one conclusion. What is the thing that the angels learn about themselves? Essentially, from coming into being. What do you learn about yourself when you're born complete? You're born knowing all that you should know and exist in a state of perfection. What do you learn about yourself? Does anybody know? Because I got to asking myself that question, and then I asked myself as a human being brought into existence, what did I learn about myself? So, from asking that question, I sat and I let whatever answer came, and it actually baffled me that the question brought this answer. Essentially, what we learned from coming into existence is that we have been given a God suit. A God suit to embody, to embrace, to care for and live through. Imagine being possessed by God. You're an angel and you're possessed by God. Think about it. What do you learn about being a perfect being coming into existence besides you just were given a God suit to put on, to call your own? So if as human beings we look up to angels to see what it is that we should know or learn, because we think that something that's imperfection should to some degree have learned something, right, and have something to teach, but they don't. At least, not lately, or not in our faces the way we would think. Through time, all their lessons are there. Of course, God's reminding us of that, but essentially, what did they learn? What did we learn? What is this unfathomable truth that everybody finds so hard to, not only bring out to swallow themselves, but, even more than to attempt to even present to another? What's this hidden truth? Can you guys figure it out? Even when it's thrown in your faces? Or are you too distracted? Even when it wasn't your intention to find it? Or are you too distracted? So that's essentially where I arrived at from this entire speculative experience with reality and measuring myself and yesterday's incident at work. All that simmered and really touched me deep. Really, really touched me in a place that, I didn't even know myself to know to be a place, So, well, yeah, that's what we arrived at, And then you think about everything that was called demonic because it was trying to arrive at that same discovery, because it was trying to know that very same truth that you yourself held, because it didn't know what it was after, so it kicked, screamed, and yelled in the only way and said the only things that it could and it had within its context, but clearly that's an unread message, right? So, and essentially it was just that truth that we we needed to embrace ourselves to be able to see for ourselves, and thus, you know, test out in reality for ourselves and see how true it really actually becomes, is, and has been, you know, and continue and will continue to be. So, hey y'all, well, I thank y'all for your time. You know what, I'm gonna spend a few more here, enjoying this fresh breeze, see if there's any more trains of thought to come to mind at the moment, you know? Well, hey, y'all have a wonderful time, hopefully visiting this video, visiting me, and taking some time from your moment to embrace an external part of yourself, you know, that I was gifted the capacity of being able to be your, how do I put this, your host for, you know? So thanks for your time. You know, you guys hopefully are getting a good night's sleep for those who are sleeping, and those who are getting ready to sleep, maybe like me, you know, hopefully getting nice and ready for sleep, and even better when you sleep, get some great rest. And yeah, you guys have a good night. See y'all later. Talk to y'all later.